Like, well, the best one was that dude who sent the picture of like, it's like the worst picture ever of Joe Rogan. And then me when I first shaved my head, and it's like, what you order from Wish. Come on,
This is the
bro.
same guy who told us we waffle.
No, I don't think so.
different guy.
I don't think so. But shout out to that dude, whoever he is. Rocky, it's your time to
Are you
shine, my
ready?
boy. I'm ready, dog.
Intro sponsored by Goodleaf, hey?
Oh, it doesn't quite have that crack though, huh?
Yeah, it's not, doesn't like blast your eardrums like
Hey,
it
these
did.
new cans are slick.
Yeah, they are very nice actually. Yeah, we're in the new premises.
It's very nice.
It is sparkling compared
It's
to
very nice.
the dodgy loft.
Kind of miss the cats and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
though,
a couple of cats and dogs in here. Things would be better. Maybe we can get someone's kid to scream in the background or something.
I feel pretty honored to be on the first one.
Thank you, Donny Madge.
Popping that cherry, bro.
Nice to have you.
nice.
Very nice.
I can hear out of both headphones. Different experience.
Yeah, it's a all new setup. This is going to be our new home here at Rob Radio, right in the heart of Sandton. It's like any minute now, something's going to walk past one of these windows with no clothes on. It's going to be pretty weird, but it's going to be exciting at the same time. So yeah, here we are.
We're in
The
Boyd
new-
Allen's hood, yeah.
Yeah, we're in Boyd
Jeez,
Allen.
like you
Don't
can
tell him.
trip
he's-
out the door and fall into your gym.
You're gonna fall right onto the mats from here, dude. So yeah, the
How
guys,
far is it from here?
dude, it's
on the
super
corner?
It's like right
close.
around the corner,
Yeah,
dude.
we are
Probably like 5-minute drive.
Oh, really?
We are
Yeah.
super
wow.
close. Yeah,
That's cool.
yeah, very, very, very
That's
close.
good.
Like we could probably smell the mats if we stuck our head out the window.
Mm-hmm.
You might fall to your death though, so I would suggest it. But yeah, man, exciting times. New Year's upon us. Same crap we're still dealing with, but
Hey, you can work now, dude.
hey,
Uncle Cyril,
the
the
first time this year, dude.
Uncle Cyril sorted you out,
yeah,
bro.
dude, at least.
The family meeting went well yesterday,
I didn't actually watch it, boy. To be honest,
Yeah,
I didn't
as
listen to
well,
what
bro.
that okay has to
I just
say.
get the footnotes. Like
Yeah, yeah,
the
that's what I
end,
need.
you know.
I
So
need
you
to
can
know,
stay out
can
a
I,
little bit
can't I?
longer,
Just wanna
and you
know.
can sell a bit of alcohol now.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Until Thursday, and then
Got an extra 2 hours.
when I went to train just now, I walked into Spa, and obviously they're opening tops like in like 5 minutes time. Oaks were queuing
Yeah,
to go
of
and buy
course.
their dope, dude.
It's like the biggest social fail you will ever come across. Obviously, I'm in the alcohol business, dude, and I'm going to tell you now, banning alcohol, not because it's my livelihood, is the worst thing you can do. But that being said, if you wanted to do it, you could limit it. There are better ways. You know what I mean? Like, there's no reason why a bottle store can't stay open and you can limit what people are buying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you've got to police it like you police anything else.
Yeah.
By taking that completely away, you create this backlash.
Well, think about this. Like, how long has like weed been illegal?
Yeah,
Exactly.
Everyone smokes weed.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not like,
Exactly.
just create
Oh,
a black market.
dude, all you're doing is creating more criminals. It's
Yeah.
fucking retarded.
Yeah, but there's
honestly,
like, we were
makes no
doing
sense.
we were doing like the SARS maths to the black market of alcohol, and it actually benefits them
yeah.
because you can't bring new stock into your system.
So you don't get
understand what I'm
taxed
saying?
on illegal sales.
Yeah,
If it's
100%.
cash, you know.
But that's the thing. Like,
But you can charge like double what they charge in the bottle store.
regulate it, tax it, everyone wins.
Dude, I'm not
dude.
gonna lie. I had piles and piles of cartons of cigarettes. I'm like, come on, baby, ban that shit.
Dude,
But you would never sell illegal cigarettes.
I would
you?
never. No, I was just saying, you know, because I have, you can ban.
don't incriminate yourself on on your own podcast,
Come on,
bro.
baby, cancel that shit. I'm ready this time. Yeah,
I just think it's so stupid. Like, you know, especially now. Like, okay, now they're opening the beaches. Like when we're going into fucking winter,
Yeah,
it's like
That's stupid.
sweet, cool. Like, it's so clear what you're doing. Like,
Yeah.
okay, we over the festive season, we're not gonna allow anyone to buy alcohol and stuff
Yeah.
and enjoy themselves because so we can control all the illegal sales and all. It's like anyone that doesn't know that guys that have power are selling illegal alcohol and doing illegal events
Exactly.
are dumber than the guys.
Well, there
in
were
power, you
videos
know?
of the cops like
Yeah.
raiding places, taking their alcohol and then
No,
dropping it off in.
Yeah.
That's
at
what,
other-
that's what I was saying to someone. Like,
People are still getting drunk, dude.
Yeah.
How? How are people getting drunk?
I don't know.
Like,
I don't know how they
like,
were doing.
people are still getting drunk, dude.
I have no idea.
So
how they
stupid. So stupid.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
it's been crazy, and it's quite funny. Like it's MMA and the UFC is always the shining light. I don't know if it's just from here, but there's always this like bad news, and then the UFC, like Uncle Dana steps in the door and he's like, "I give you this fight card."
Yeah, that fuck.
Thank you, Uncle Dana. Thank you, Uncle Dana.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it was quite funny. Like obviously the trip back to Fight Island, Conor McGregor coming back which was, it's always, regardless of how you see Conor, it's always exciting because he brings something exciting to the fold. You know what I'm saying? So it's always cool to see. So you had this something else to look forward to. Well, if you weren't an MMA fan, you were fucked because all you were waiting for was something cool to happen.
It's
But
like, what else are
Wasn't
you
there
gonna
like some
watch?
boring cricket on as well?
yeah, I'm pretty sure there was. I'm pretty sure there was.
Maybe.
But the cool thing is, like, it's, I reckon I'd love to see if there was a way, well, I suppose numbers, like viewership numbers, how much they've changed from, if you could like match time periods and cards from before the pandemic to now. I'd love to see like if there was a way to see how many like new sort of fans they've picked up along the way.
Dude, I'm sure it's like up
I reckon it's
there.
massive.
You follow their Instagram page
Yeah.
alone, they've like
crazy,
doubled
eh?
their following.
Yeah.
It's like crazy. So for like I know during like this whole COVID thing, it's the first time that like places like India and stuff have been allowed to buy pay-per-view.
Yeah, yeah.
So like you now opened the door to like an entire, like one of the biggest populations in the world.
Yeah, dude. What's
You know
like
what I
a
mean?
billion people?
Yeah, exactly. So it's like it's only this whole thing's only benefited the UFC.
Yeah.
You know, because they had the balls
Yeah.
to say, well, we're just gonna do it, and you know, we're gonna go to a place where we can do whatever we want, Abu
Yeah.
Dhabi,
Yeah.
and
But
and
it's
just make
basically-
shit happen. You
Yeah,
know?
it's basically just like free land. You just go and do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, I
It's
mean, you're in the
amazing.
desert, bro.
It's amazing. But it's like you say that they've done so many good things as well. And it's the next thing now, have you seen, look, maybe you can find it for us. UFC 261 looks like it's gonna go to Singapore.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
yeah,
is.
I heard
They
that,
announced
yeah.
it,
And
yeah.
Zhang Wei Li's gonna headline against Rose.
Dude,
That's gonna
sick.
be epic.
That's a whole new market because Singapore's open and it's operating.
And Asian crowds are awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They really appreciate martial arts. Like
Yeah,
it's not
yeah.
like getting drunk and like if
Yeah.
there are people if there are lying like a few people in, because I know that like South Korea and like Sweden and all those types of places never had like lockdowns.
Yeah.
They just like do social distancing,
Yeah.
wear masks and shit
Yeah.
like that. Like they've always,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
So
Just
it'd be
another day.
yeah, it'd be pretty cool to go and fight in Asia and be in front of like Asian fans because they like
Yeah.
really appreciate like martial arts.
Yeah, it's quite
Um,
weird because they generally sit reasonably quiet.
Quiet.
And then like as exchanges start happening, they
claps
like
and
clap
stuff.
and
Yeah,
they like
yeah.
ramp up a bit. And
Yeah, but you never hear like someone like, "Oh, kick him in the fucking head, dude."
twist his dick.
Fuck him up.
Yeah,
Like,
twist his dick.
like no, they'll just clap and they'll be like, "Oh, well done." You know?
And they even appreciate a bit of grappling. Like,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
American fans fucking hate it.
They hate it, dude.
Jeez,
They hate
like-
it.
But that's why like someone like BK is so suited to that market.
Yeah.
They like because he's got so many like high powered athletic movements and funny like sang chai kicks and
He's
big
like the reverse
takedowns.
Bob Sapp, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
Bob,
Yeah.
like Bob Sapp, big black American motherfucker, and then like BK comes in, like
Yeah.
comes
He's like
up
his
waist
mini
high.
me.
4'1".
Oh, you have
We
to
should
do a
actually,
meme
we
like
gotta
that,
get
dude.
that with Bob Sapp holding BK on his
He's
shoulder.
definitely a mini me, Bob Sapp.
That is epic.
Definitely. I think like his whole vibe is just like perfect for the Asian market.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
like a small
yeah.
guy, muscular as shit,
yeah.
athletic,
Yeah.
and just like he's humble. He's not like
Helps that he's knocking Oaks out. With
and he's
head
carrying
kicks.
guys and then like
sparking
leaving
us
them, you know, like not like trying to like be a savage.
Yeah, yeah.
Being like a martial artist, you know.
Yeah.
I think that like he's perfect for that type of audience.
Yeah, they're gonna devour him. There.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder how one reacts to the UFC coming into Singapore. I mean, that's like their home base, right?
I was thinking about that actually.
I don't think they like it, dude.
You
I
don't
think it's good though.
I think
It is
like,
good.
I think
Competition's always good.
Yeah,
dude.
it's good.
I think I mean, obviously they're not going to be. Well, I don't know. We'll wait to see. You might not be a fan of it, but it's definitely gonna help the scene locally.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It galvanizes. But it's like imagine the UFC coming here and the UFC being like, "Yo, we don't want this. Like, this is
100%.
But it's actually gonna galvanize the entire market in that area. Everything
Yeah.
steps up, and the UFC have signed a couple of people now from the Asian PI. They've all got like those bursaries and stuff. So they've signed like 2 or 3 now. So that's going to start to ramp up, dude. And you can imagine, like to them, because remember there was a stage where everyone was saying, okay, the next hotbed is Africa, and we agreed, but
China.
the Asian market was kind of like sidestepped. And Dana actually did like a 180, and he was like, actually,
Yeah.
this is going to be the next biggest market, and that's why they sent the PR there. It was there, and then Mexico, but Mexico got a bit weird. We spoke about
Yeah.
this, eh? The PI in Mexico, they were dealing with some dodgy dudes, and
Some
they got
seriously
out of
dodgy
it.
oaks,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
I mean,
But I mean, it helps for the UFC that like one existed and they did a good job. you
Yeah.
know? Like the fuck up for Africa is that no one really, barring South Africa, MMA didn't really grow in Africa.
No.
So like you got this one little hotbed of MMA at the base of the continent, but no one's created an industry, right?
which has been dead for like almost 2 years.
yeah, 100%.
There's been like nothing going on. No one's trying to like make shit happen. Do like no fan events. Like,
But I think that's why the UFC got behind Aries. They wanted to like them
Yeah.
to push in, make a bit of a market, then they could come in and like
well,
take
even
over.
like UAE Warriors now, they're like taking over. They're sending a lot of guys into
Yeah.
a lot of guys are getting signed from there to the UFC now.
Yeah, so there's
Yeah.
I don't know the link exactly, but there's so I think the guy who owns UAE Warriors was quite involved with bringing the UFC to Abu Dhabi, and he was he's very close with Khabib. So I think he's the guy. He actually owns that NAS Sports Complex. I'm not sure if it's the same dude, but I'm pretty sure. So there's
Possibly.
like this whole like roundabout thing. That NAS Sports Complex was almost built entirely for like the biggest sports stars in the world. They all go there and train because I think it's like a sanctuary now because you can't go here, you can't go there. But Abu Dhabi's like,
Yeah.
tell me what
Pull
you
in.
need, come, we'll
Do we
make
have
it for
any
you.
South African fighters signing to UAE Warriors?
Well,
Not yet, eh?
they're trying.
Not yet. They're
Yeah,
trying.
Trying.
Some
They're
good South African
trying.
fighters.
Definitely
trying.
trying.
Yeah, they're definitely. I think that's going to become. It's going to become a good market if we can
I
get
agree.
it right.
Also,
Again,
it's close.
yeah, because of the flights, the
Middle
time
East is like right
differences.
there.
Yeah, dude, and it's a possibility because
Yeah.
they're not saying your guys' very unique strain of COVID, which only exists in South Africa and is only deadly in South Africa, is also welcome here in the UAE. Because they've been vaccinating, dude. They've been vaccinating crazy. They're already giving out
What,
their
in
second
UAE?
doses. Yeah,
Really?
yeah, dude. People are getting their second doses now already, so they're like. They're
Well, the
good to go.
UFC crowd was all vaccinated individuals,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
They had to solve that thing for Conor McGregor, all vaccinated crowd members.
So you had to be vaccinated.
You had to be
go.
vaccinated.
So
to
it
go.
was.
Wow.
So it's exactly
Bro,
what
dude,
you're going to start to see
that's
everywhere. You're going to get your
crazy.
vaccine. You're going to get your QR code app. You're going to walk in, stamp it, says yes or no. You cruise in. So you're going to have like a
yesterday,
biometric.
Cyril did say that South Africans wouldn't be forced to take the vaccine. If
And
they
he's
didn't
so
want
trustworthy. So we should
Yeah.
definitely listen to
And
him.
also, like, surely like if you do an antigen test
Yeah.
and you've got the antibodies, you don't need to get vaccinated.
Have you
Yeah.
seen the antibody
Well,
test here?
No.
They said
But
apparently.
I know a place that does do it.
Yeah,
They said apparently the
run-of-the-mill one
antibodies
here
are
is
only
terrible.
like if you have got it, you're only immune for it for 7 months.
Oh, cuck, man.
I know it's so much bullshit, right?
Come on.
so
Show
much
me the
bullshit.
science. Show me the science on that.
100%.
Show me the fucking science.
So I mean,
on
like
that,
that's
dude.
what they're gonna step behind, right?
Well,
They're gonna
you
say,
need
"Oh
to
yeah,
remember
but
the
there's been
tinfoil
these guys
hats,
that got it twice, you know." So like because you got the antibodies,
Then you
still
just
need
like
the
just
vaccine.
before you travel, you get another antibody test. Be like, see, I still got them, bitch. And then like, you know,
But that is
we
what's
should
going to
have
happen.
a little thing where you can swipe to change the screen from MMA Republic to
Tinfoil hat.
the tinfoil hat show. Just chuck them out.
Just throw the hats at us. Here we go, boy.
oh, dude.
but it is such bullshit, dude. Like,
But that's what's going to happen. They're going to be like, cool, you don't have to have it, but if you want to go to fucking Pick and Pay, you can like, can we see your vaccination?
Well, no, because they're saying that all the essential workers and like healthcare workers and elderly are going to get the vaccines. So if you go to Pick and Pay and you want to go to Pick and Pay, it's fine because the essential workers there and stuff
yeah, they've been
are vaccinated. So
Yeah.
it's chill.
But then they were like, actually, the politicians are going to take it first, so we can show you guys it's safe.
That's
Well,
Okay.
that's what I want to see.
That's
That's
a
what I
crazy
wanna
thing,
see.
right?
Well, there was
you
that video of the
shouldn't restrict
guy
anyone.
getting that injection.
fake-
Nothing.
injection.
There's nothing in the needle.
Dude.
But like, I mean, that's the
dude.
thing, right? Let the people who want to be vaccinated get vaccinated, and the people that don't want to be vaccinated, let them carry on with life because we're not interfering with your life.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You
you're gonna be
vaccinate.
fine.
50% of us are
You're gonna be
vaccinated and 50% aren't. Those 50% are fine. We'll all die.
Yeah.
Cool. Sweet.
Yeah.
Let
We'll
us
take that
die.
risk.
No
Yeah, we'll
problem.
take that
Cool.
risk,
That's our
actually.
risk. That's the risk I'm willing to take, you know? Like, it's cool. I'll do that. It's like, you get, like if you're on the road and 70% of the people are following the rules on the road. We know this in South Africa. 70% of the people follow the rules. They all drive at the right speed. But then you got 30% of the cunts that don't. You're not taking their fucking licenses away. You're not saying, oh, you can't own a car because you drive like a dickhead. Like, do you know what I mean? You get a little fine and like, oh, off you go, you know,
Yeah, yeah.
if you get caught. And it's just like, okay, what are we going to ban cars next? You're going to ban fucking driving next.
Yeah.
Like,
And talking.
dude,
You talk like a dick.
like you guys don't use your fucking brains. Like, it's just like, think logically, you know, like,
It wasn't the most corrupt fucking country ever.
Never. Prove it, bro.
oh, bro, we've got Chinese nationals working in our police force. How does that make sense? Where in any other country, hang on, where in any other country, if you go to America, how many Chinese nationals are working as
Plenty,
a cop in the police
On a
force?
side note, though, when you come into America and it's just Hispanic
Oh, yeah,
everywhere,
that mean,
you like walk to the first police officer, and he's like doesn't speak English. He just
yeah, but
speaks
they've
Spanish.
got to
You're
be
like,
there for the languages. Like, come on, bro.
Come on, dude.
It's only LAX that's like that, dude.
No, Florida's the worst, bro. Like when you land in
LAX and
Orlando,
Florida, the two fucking coastal places. Flying to like Ohio and see if it's like that, bro. You know what I mean? Like flying to Ohio and be like, oh yeah, we're the Hispanic guys, you know, like no.
When I got into Orlando, like I walk in, I see this like bodied up security guard, dude. Like fucking, I was like, I don't know where to go, so I'm gonna go speak to the. I started speaking to him. He just looks at me. I was like, he's like replies in something in Spanish and points. I was like, okay, cool.
Bro, it's like coming to South Africa, bro. Sometimes I can't speak to the person in South Africa as well. Like,
100%.
like,
It's crazy.
hey, bro.
It
The
is.
what it
Chinese
is.
embassy has come out guns blazing, saying its centers, called the South African Chinese Community and Police Cooperation Centers, cannot be classified as police stations.
Oh, okay.
Why does it have police in its fucking
Yeah,
name? then, dude?
cooperation.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah,
dude.
you gotta come in hard, yeah, my man. We Oaks are carrying fucking heavy
Already opened 13.
ammunition, yeah, boy. You come with your Chinese police badge, you're gonna get sorted out, my friend.
They even teach people to speak Chinese. What the
Dude,
fuck?
do you know like there's a group of like
What?
it's like daycare schools and stuff, like very young, where they're starting to offer Mandarin. Well, not starting, it's like a big thing. So your kid can start learning Mandarin from like
That's
age
so
3.
wild.
No, dude.
That's
Yeah.
so wild.
Because they reckon after a certain age you can forget learning that shit, dude. It's just never gonna happen. Your brain's gonna be like, nope.
That sounds like quite a difficult language to learn.
Yeah,
The main responsibilities of the centers are to participate in the community policing mechanisms led by the SAPs and to cooperate closely with the SAPs.
Bro, listen.
I thought SAPs like they didn't want community policing.
Is this just like
Yeah,
Chinese
they don't.
chub?
They don't.
Exactly.
That's a Chinese chub, yeah.
It's Chinese chub.
Yeah, basically.
It's not police.
Basically. So does it say where they've got a lot of presence? I'm guessing like Cyril Dean. And I don't know really where else. I'm just saying, but there's a Chinatown
yeah,
there, bro.
Bruma, Cyril Dean,
Yeah.
all those places.
And
China.
that's their stronghold.
China.
Yeah. I've always wondered about that. I was like, how does like a certain area become Portuguese and a certain area become
Like
like Italian?
Rosettenville.
Yeah. Like how does it
It's
happen?
crazy, hey?
Isn't
It's
Rosettenville Portuguese though?
That is Portugal.
what you can't.
Yeah.
But you reckon they're like the first dude arrived and opened like a gang porter restaurant and
Definitely.
then everyone just
100%.
operated
Yeah, dude.
around him.
Have you ever been
100%.
to Peri Peri in Edenville? It tastes delicious.
Boy, I
So
live
good,
I
dude.
live
He lives
200
like
meters down the
5
road.
But that's how it is, bro. Like if you go, if let's say like we move to California now,
Yeah.
what's the first thing we do? Where are all the South Africans?
Yeah.
And you go to that area and
Fair
you go live
enough.
with like where all the South, like if you go to the UK, like South Africans live around South Africans.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
like
You go
Wimbledon,
to-
my man.
Yeah,
It's
if you
just
go to
Afrikaans, dude.
Australia, South Africans live around South
Well,
Africans.
everyone goes to Perth.
That's what you
right?
do.
My cousins who live in New Zealand said that there is like an Afrikaans part of town
100%,
in
dude.
Auckland.
100%.
And he's like, they
Have you
don't
guys-
counter, they don't like cross with everyone else.
You
They
don't mix
stay
and
with
match,
the
bro.
Afrikaans
Yeah, you
people.
stay close.
Have you guys heard of that in Argentina? There's
Yeah,
a city that just speaks German.
Yo, did
Yo, dude,
have
have
you
you
know the
watching?
history of that
Have you
place,
been
dude?
watching?
Dude, it sounds
Hunting
so-
Hitler,
Yeah.
Dude, it sounds so intense,
bro.
Dude, it's hectic.
I only found out about like a couple weeks ago.
Don't get me started.
And I was
now,
like,
right?
Yeah,
what?
don't get me started
the
either, dude.
Fuck
I
is
went
that
down and
about?
hunting Hitler.
It's hardcore, bro.
They say that it's all like Nazi officials and stuff that escaped,
It's
right?
all like their kids.
So you know,
like their
everyone
descendants.
everyone
Holy
thinks
shit.
They all
Hitler
fled.
committed suicide, right?
This is
No,
tinfoil.
no, no,
This is-
Yeah.
Pull up the tinfoil hat, bro.
Tinfoil
That's
hat,
This
dude.
is a tinfoil hat, right?
This is tinfoil
National
zone. dude.
Geographic have this whole series
Yeah,
with
Tim
Tim
Kennedy does it, dude.
right?
Yeah,
They can
I watched
prove-
that thing.
They can prove that he escaped Germany, went to Spain.
According to their evidence, boy.
Yeah, but there's so much evidence, right? The
had his
Russians,
skull.
You
the
gotta
Russians,
get that tinfoil hat, yeah.
no, but the
dude.
Russians said that they had remains of Hitler, and then they got tested, and it was female remains. It wasn't
yeah.
male
They
remains.
never,
I
they
did- I
never
did- I
found
did see
any.
it.
They never found.
Well, there's
So
that
then he
actual
went to
conspiracy
Canary
that-
Islands. Then he went to Argentina, right? And there was many people that said
It's like cited them,
Cited.
there
right?
was a
Yeah.
photo in season 2. There's a photo of Hitler in Argentina. He never went to Argentina when he was alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a photo of him in Argentina.
Or guy that
Bro,
looks
it's like this-
really like
Yeah,
him.
it's like this tiny little
Fuck.
village, and it's like it's not even really accessible by. You've got to like get a
It's
boat
called
there
like
or something. Yeah,
clues or
Or they time travelers, bro.
yeah,
Ah.
all their time.
Like, how far do you want to go into this conspiracy?
You
Because
also said,
I'm fucking
said
ready
that
for
the-
it, bro.
You also said
Pull it
that-
up, pull it up, young Wookie.
We're going into chemtrails.
Please don't do this.
You also you said
Yeah.
that the
Let's
remains
get
were female. There's-
Joey on the phone here. Bro.
Oh, he was transgendered. Is that what you're saying?
No, you said the remains were female. There's also the conspiracy that Hitler was actually a girl.
Oh my god.
Well,
Joking.
And you also
I
there's also a
mean-
theory
That's a
he died
joke.
of syphilis, bro. Google that shit.
that's why you're so batshit crazy.
You know who's the biggest like tinfoil hat guy is Joey Grenat.
That's what I was saying. Let's
We need
get
to
him
get
on
that
the
on,
phone,
bro.
bro.
We
Let's
need to
him
get
on
that
the
on
phone.
Kanye.
Oh,
dude.
bro, have you seen his like stories where he's like looking at the
Yeah.
clouds?
Yeah.
He's like, oh, look at these chemtrails, bro.
Remember
I mean,
when-
it
Dude, I
looks
love that
weird.
shit.
I spent one night with him there at that hotel, bro,
Yeah.
and it was just conspiracy
Yeah,
theories.
yeah, dude. He's
We have
full
to
of
get that
conspiracy.
Ocon, dude. Like that That looks like deep into the conspiracy
We
theory.
gotta get Joey
Check
on
out
here.
this picture.
Okay, look at
The
this. Okay.
CIA released this picture.
Who's who, yeah, dude?
No, this is.
Like, who the fuck's that guy on the left?
Yeah.
It's
It's my
the
my
Hitler.
my,
The
my
CIA
Facebook is
released
gonna be
this
so
picture
fucked
saying
after
that
this.
this is how Hitler might disguise himself.
Dude, don't worry. We're gonna get you so many
Jesus.
comments on this fucking thing
Dude,
now.
you know what's
Guys
gonna
are be
happen?
arguing.
You know what's
conspiracy. It's gonna become like a whole story.
You know what's gonna
dude.
happen to my Facebook after this,
Oh,
bro?
bro.
This is gonna be like Nat Geo shit, just everywhere you go, dude.
No, I'm so deep into that Hunting Hitler series, dude. It's crazy.
I need to make a note to 100%
I don't know, like,
delete my browser history.
I'm like really into the whole Simpsons predicting the future like
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
situation at
that's
the moment.
creepy, dude.
Dude.
Shit.
Bro,
so
why is
creepy.
that- Why is that happening?
What?
It's so creepy, bro.
Why is
Everything.
that
You know,
happening?
they had an episode where there was coronavirus.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
actual
yeah.
coronavirus, and they said that it would end in 2022 or something like that, or April 2022 or something like that. That was
At
like,
least we know when it's gonna end.
Bro,
now.
they,
I mean,
yeah, at least you know when it's over.
yeah,
Do you remember they even had the fucking dude who stormed the White House, bro?
yeah, dude.
Right.
They had the exact same
Yeah,
guy.
It's madness.
They
Yeah.
predicted Donald Trump winning the election. Like shit is.
Matt Groening.
Shit
Even
is
down,
terrifying.
Even down, have you seen the episode where they predict Trump wins the election? Right, he comes down that
The escalator.
Exactly
Yeah,
the
yeah.
same.
They've got the
That
same
chick-
picture.
that chick drops the board in the show, and in real life there's a chick who drops
See,
the
but
board.
now
Maybe we're living in
No.
a parallel universe.
that's thank you.
Yes, we have drifted
You know what I mean? Like,
bro.
Goodness.
It could be that we are living in a simulated
In a script. What if
in a
it's a script?
simulated universe. So,
Yeah,
some of the
what-
smartest guys in the world say that it's more likely that we're living in a simulation than not. So, if you think about this, right?
I don't want to think about this.
No, wait, hang on. Think about this. So, 10 years ago, video games didn't look very good.
No.
But there's some video games now that are like real life, right? In a space of 10 years. So, how long has the Earth been around? How do we know? How do we know? There's some shit that you can't explain, like people that had like electricity in the Egyptian times and stuff like that. Like they understood electricity and all that shit like that.
I think it was
How
ayahuasca.
do you know that there was an intelligent life? They fucked off and they created a simulation based on,
Yeah, and that's where the aliens are coming. to
and
see
that's
how
why
we're
the
doing.
fucking Simpsons and the media gives you these little clues as to what's gonna happen. You know
And they're
what I
all
mean?
working together.
Do you know what I mean, bro? The Matrix. Who the fuck thinks of the Matrix, the movie?
Yeah. 100%.
Who sits one day and is like, maybe we're all just sitting in a simulated reality? Like, what?
The worst is
I don't know.
you listen to Elon Musk, and when he talks, my whole head just freaks out. I'm like, if this oak's
Exactly.
nervous, I'm fucking panicking, bro. If this oak's like AI is like, guys, it's too late, we fucked. I'm like, oh my
But
god.
he also believes we're living in a simulation,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
means AI is already way surpassed what we already think we
Yeah.
know. Also,
I'm very scared now. I thought the ghost in
Also-
my house was a problem.
have you noticed that all these guys that are like super, super famous, super, super wealthy, they all just seem like they're operating on like a different frequency,
Yeah, the
right?
cocaine.
No. I've been around a cokehead before, bro, and that's not the same. That's not the same frequency, bro. That's not the same frequency. They like just like listen to Elon Musk when he talks. You're like looking at me like, what the fuck are you saying?
Yeah.
What are
I'm
these
like,
words?
Why are you taking so long to speak?
Yeah, he'll
Please,
sit and
just get it out.
So I watch Kanye, right? So I think Kanye is like definitely off the meds a little bit.
Yeah.
But he says some shit that you're like, whoa, this looks a genius. You know?
Yeah, but you like, this looks a genius, but he's definitely going to win the presidency.
No, but then it's like, like he'll say something and then like you'll ramble about like nothing, then come back and
Yeah,
prove
yeah.
that point. And you're like, what the fuck? How did that make sense? How did that make sense? Because everything you said made no sense. And I'm just like, these guys must be like aliens.
And in between, he's
like
like, please buy my shoes.
higher level beings, dude. I don't
Yeezys,
know.
bro.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm saying like, I'm gonna lose all my followers now
Yeah,
because they
they're
think I'm fucking crazy.
Or tap into a new market.
All I'm saying is that there's going to be a massive increase of 10th Planet attendees following you.
Oh, don't
guys.
get me fucking started on
There we
10.
go, dude. There we go.
Oh,
Hey, I don't know.
dude.
It's interesting stuff to think about. I go down these rabbit holes at home, so it's
I'm
like,
glad
it's
I
bad.
can't do that, dude.
It's so bad.
Once
I
I'm
only go
one
down a
thing-
rabbit hole when they make a documentary about it. Then I'm
Yeah,
like,
once I'm in there, it's a problem.
Oh, dude, I just go onto YouTube and it's just like, oh my god. I look into
What
it
have I-
like, I
what
look
have I
into it,
done?
bro. It's just the next thing The one thing follows the next.
And YouTube knows exactly what you want, dude.
Oh, dude, yeah, they do.
It's like, play next video, the next video.
Yeah.
That's a great video. Play next
Like,
video.
this
That's
is
also a
exactly
great
what I was
video.
looking for.
You're like,
How
that,
did you know?
that didn't make sense to me 10 minutes ago. Now I'm like totally into it. Like, yeah, no, 100%. We're living in a simulation. Come on.
Bastards.
I don't know. Crazy.
Anyways, dude,
Okay, off
Yeah.
tinfoil hat
Yeah.
now.
off to a rapid start. I was like in two minds to get people to send in questions because it often ends up with the same questions. So I thought I'd rack my mind on obviously. You know what makes me laugh is like, it's like, hey bro, when's Don Madge getting a fight? I'm like, dude, if I knew, I would fucking tell you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like we're in the news business. Yeah, if I've got the news, I'm gonna share it. You know, like how is that like constantly getting fucking bombarded with that same question? When you fighting, bro? When you fighting, bro?
No. That's not even it. That's not even the question. That hey Don, I'm a huge fan. When's your next fight? Like,
It's actually next week. I just thought I'd keep it under wraps and not.
don't
tell
you
anyone.
oaks like are you living in like under a rock? Like what the fuck? I'm fighting in like 6 weeks. What are you talking about? Like I got messages like that yesterday, where dude's like,
I'm your
hey
biggest
bro,
fan."
I'm such a huge fan. When is your next fight?
Well,
Um,
obviously, you're not such a fucking
You're
huge
clearly
fan.
not a huge fan. Like, oh no, I'm Don. I'm such a huge fan. You should totally fight Adesanya. I'm like, do you follow the? Do you understand weight groups and shit? Like what the fuck? Yeah. So that's my DMs are just filled with like the dumbest fucking questions. Like you'll know if I don't answer your DM, you ask the fucking stupid question. Like so it's that easy. It's very, very simple.
Oh, dude, I love
man.
that stuff. And actually, like, oh, any news on this person? I'm like, buddy, like, I take a lot of time out of my personal life to try and update you as fast as I can. If I'm had it, I'm gonna share it. If I haven't shared it, it means I don't have it. Like, oh yeah, I just wanted to check maybe you had the inside scoop.
You like
bro.
the first guy one of the first guys that I messaged when I found out about my fight.
Yeah.
Because obviously, like you're in the news
Yeah.
business, you know. So
Exactly, bro. I'm like, this is breaking
like,
news
that's
now.
how
Also,
it
you-
works, you know.
It's the entertainment industry, right? Like,
Yeah.
you want everyone to know that you got to
Yeah,
fight,
I
dude.
do.
Yeah,
Like,
of course.
as soon as you know about it and that you can release it, obviously everyone's going to find out about
Exactly. When are you fighting? How come it's taking so long for a fight? Like, guys, I'm not the matchmaker. I don't book my own fights. If I did, I would fight a lot more, and I would be like 20-0 in the UFC because I'd fight a bunch of bums that I knew I could beat the crap out of. Like all these other motherfuckers. Like they get these little like lined up fights that you know that they're gonna win. Like Connor, dude. Connor was lined up to win this fight, and Dustin was like, "Really?
Yeah.
No, not today."
Hold my Louisiana hot sauce.
Exactly.
Well, you get a lot of hate for it, right? But his initial run in the UFC was like
Oh, dude. Marcus Brimage, like
Oh,
what?
Dennis Siva was a killer at the time. What are you talking
Dennis
about?
Siva,
dude?
Diego Brandao, who hadn't won a fight
Max
in
Holloway
like,
at the right time.
Yeah.
Like, that
I'd
Max
love
Holloway
to-
fight would have been
Dude,
very different a year
yeah,
later.
when he mentioned that like he'd love to do rematch with Max Holloway, I'm like, sign me the fuck
also
up.
to fight for
That
an
is not
interim
gonna work out
bout
for you, dude.
against Chad Mendes on 2 weeks' notice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
That was
come
great,
on,
'cause that was
dude,
meant
that's
to be his
not-
first wrestler that he was going to
Yeah.
face.
And
Like,
Chad-
that's the
Chad
only
did-
wrestling sport except for Khabib.
Yeah.
And we saw how that went down.
And Chad did well in the first round.
He did great.
Gassed,
Yeah.
He gassed in the second. 'cause
literally
was
gassed out.
Rolled off the couch and into the cage.
Yeah, but that's because of the body kicks, bro.
So like that's one thing. Like now I must say about Adesanya is that he fights everyone.
Yeah.
He fights everyone, dude.
I think
fights
that's
everyone.
like that's. I think a guy like Adesanya is smart enough to know to take like a piece of because you can't be like a high profile fighter like that and not look at what Connor's done. There's no way.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So he said, okay, well look, this oak's like he's obviously one thing for Connor. He's always taken the fight. You know what I mean? Like he's always taken the fight. But like Adesanya's like, well, the only way for me to surpass all of this is to like bring whoever the fuck, bring the juice head, bring
Yeah.
the technician, bring the
The
wrestler,
wrestler.
bring whoever you want.
Who doesn't
But
wrestle.
that's the argument, right? So everyone's like, Khabib's the
Yeah,
greatest
yeah.
of all time. So if you have to go and like statistically, Adesanya jumps straight into the mix immediately because
There's also this dude named John Jones that's just
100%,
like never lost
100%.
except for the DQ, and
we
he has
did
fought killers.
Everyone,
Killers.
including some of them twice.
15 title fights. So he's
Against
fought the best in the
murderers.
division 15 times.
See,
Murderers.
we had this conversation and we came to the very scientific conclusion that GSP is actually the GOAT.
I think I would agree. If I had to say who's my number one, it's GSP.
See, because it comes down to GSP's got losses, but then he didn't pop for anything, and he
No.
didn't crash into any pregnant woman. And
He's
he
been
also-
like he's been
Yeah,
perfect,
you know
like a
what I'm
poster
saying.
boy. And he avenged
Double
all the
division.
losses
and now
champ.
he's grown his
Yeah.
hair back.
and double division
Yeah.
champ. I mean, like, the guys like forget about GSP, and it's also because you get like new wave MMA fans
Yeah.
that like started watching in 2018. You know, when their mommy started paying for their subscriptions, and then like now they're like, oh no, who the fuck's GSP? Who's he beaten? Like, you guys can understand
What?
when he was champion, everyone was on the juice.
Yeah.
There was no USADA. Oaks was just fucking flaring, and he was.
And that's actually why he left
smoking them.
eventually.
Yeah. Well, I
'Cause-
mean, listen, GSP. Dude, come
My
on.
boy's bodied up.
Come on,
He
dude.
bodied up his whole life, bro.
Oh,
Like,
come on, dude. Come on. He
bodied up.
went up to middleweight, a division above, and he looked bigger than Bisping, who is a natural middleweight.
Have you ever heard John Chamber? You know, that was his strength and conditioning coach,
yeah.
right? Have you ever heard about his first session with GSP?
No.
He was like, he had one of the weakest bench presses he had ever met from a grown man, right?
Wow.
So then you're like-
met me, bro.
How did he go from that to ragdolling Oaks?
And
in
look
the
at how he
UFC?
was built when he first got into the
Gymnastics,
UFC.
bro.
Look at how he was
Gymnastics.
built when he first got into the UFC.
Yeah.
He was like in
Because
shape.
he had the
He's a
he
fighter.
had the garbage boy money, bro. He didn't have the fucking
like he
UFC
was
money.
in shape. He's a fighter,
Yeah, yeah.
but he wasn't GSP, dude. He wasn't
No.
like fucking bodied up. Like
Yeah, but then he
not at
started
all.
gymnastics and
I
everything.
mean,
changed.
obviously gymnastics.
Naturally,
Yeah.
maybe a bit.
And
of
we all
balance.
know that when you do gymnastics when you're like 25, you all of a sudden become bodied
Science,
up. Like,
bro.
come on,
It's
bro.
science.
Come
Everybody
on.
knows.
Dude,
Listen,
look at that. Look at that thing.
we're not saying GSP was on the juice. If
He
anyone
was definitely
wondering.
the cleverest.
He's
Yeah.
definitely
Just
the
saying.
smartest.
Yeah.
We were
That's-
just saying he's bodied up.
Oh, bro, but like
Oh,
anyone that believes that these guys that are earning millions of dollars a fight aren't on juice can just get fucked. Because honestly, dude, it's like tell me why every single top 5 UFC guy has a doctor with them, their own doctor that they bring with to fight week.
Yeah, 100%.
Why? I don't take a fucking doctor with me. What's a doctor gonna do for me in a fight? Do you know what I'm saying?
Check your heart rate, dude.
Oh,
Obviously.
bro, the UFC have doctors.
Are you trying
They
to
have
pull up
doctors.
a comparison picture of Don next to GSP? Is that what you're doing, bro?
I'm trying to find him in his first fight, but
Like I'm
Yeah, so that's like UFC.
I'm
like,
not the most
yeah,
bodied
60,
up
dude.
guy, you know. And even I've like my body's changed throughout the years.
Yeah.
I started very, very skinny and then started like packing on. But you can clearly see that I'm still built the same way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like when I fight, you know, like he looks like a different person. That looks like a different.
But that one fight where you looked thick, I think it was versus Costa.
Jadison,
You
yeah.
said that you had Costa Yanu.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
think you said you had some sort of issue leading up to that one. Hey?
So that was the first. I only ever started lifting weights for that fight. I've never lifted weights before in my life. Before that,
Because that's like the Thai style. It's just
I just ran.
scope and run.
And trained, yeah. Like, I don't know. And then, so I knew, like, he was bodied up. So I was like,
Yeah.
dude, I need to get fucking strong. Because
Yeah, that.
that guy's
I saw a
strong.
video of Costa the other day. Yesterday with Rodney.
no,
they're doing
well, it
a-
must be old because Rodney's in
they're
like
doing
the
a
Isle
diff-
of Man or something.
Yeah, I know. They were doing. He's in Cyprus, so that's not far off.
Fair enough.
Costa's. But I mean, they were doing like some self-defense thing for the
The
seminar.
crazy monkey thing,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, dude. So I had to, like, just start
Crazy monkey's
lifting
very
weights
easy,
and being
bro.
bodied up. Because
This is it.
No, teaching about level change to get the guy to drop his hand and then overhand. That's what they're showing. Bro.
Oh yeah, that'll work. It's also
In
a
the
cult.
streets, everyone had jeans on, right?
It's also a cult.
100%.
We're like, what are we watching here exactly?
Didn't mean to open that.
Rodney would have like like stand-up seminars, but you had to wear jeans and you couldn't wear gloves. It has to be like
Sounds
bare
about right.
knuckle.
everyone that fights in the street wearing jeans. I never wear jeans.
Yo, maybe it depends on what you would wear every day.
I never wear jeans, dude.
Dude, that shit was so funny to me. Like, it's like, yo, your jiu-jitsu doesn't work in the street, so I'm gonna come into your guard with a boxing glove and punch you. I'm like,
But then why did you dedicate your whole life to jiu-jitsu, dude?
Okay,
Like,
finally, there's a
Yo, dude, it's
there's
very
a
strange.
sort of picture of him in his
Yeah, dude, look at that.
Oof,
That's not the same. That's not the same guy, bro. I'm sorry. That's not the same dude.
Gymnastics, dude.
Look at-
Come on.
look at-
yeah.
Oh, dude, fuck off. Look at that. Look at
And
that.
that's not even
Full
that's
screen
not
that rookie. Let's check that out.
Dude, look at that.
oh, yeah.
Oh, come on, dude. Come on.
That looks. This must be the Bisping fight.
Like,
Is
look.
it?
it wasn't.
Hayabusa
This is-
pants.
This is welterweight GSP, bro. Yeah, you see. This must be the Bisping fight, dude. You know what I mean? He's a freak of nature. And like anyone, no one can tell me different. If you're earning that kind of money,
but
you have the right doctors.
It's career
bro.
preservation, right?
Bro,
Yeah,
the bottom
dude.
left there, raw.
This is George St. Pierre.
Saint P hair. Still
That's
bodied
Still
up.
bodied
up,
up,
Bro.
dude.
This, bro.
Bodied.
Bodied up.
Stop it. Look at that. Look at that thing. Come now. And never gets tired.
Ever.
With that little body fat. Guys.
And that's what oaks don't realize, right? Like the lower your body fat goes, like your endurance drops
Yes.
substantially with it.
Exactly. Duh.
Is he rocking the nips in this one?
I mean, those
Oh,
lips
bro.
are suspect, eh?
The fact that Adesanya still hasn't been
TJ
popped for
Dillashaw
that,
lips.
for that, the titties, dude. The titties on that last fight.
There's
Like,
only one titty though, bro.
oh, okay.
Well, when the second develops, then you definitely.
Oh,
know
no, then
that's
it's
on.
weird, bro. He said it's, look at those titties, dude.
Oh,
Exactly.
dude.
Look at that.
Some.
Look at those, bro. Those look like little stonies. Remember stonies, bro?
Call those the TJ Dillashaws, my man.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Your boy's back, Rock. Are you happy about it?
Hey, when he signs a fight, I'll be stoked.
I love TJ, bro. I think
Yeah,
he's,
he's
I
a
think the
beast.
way he handled his whole situation was
The
cool.
best fucking
Yeah,
way
dude.
ever, dude.
Just be like, yeah, I got caught.
Um,
Whoops. Cool.
So like obviously I'm slightly bleak that he did that happened, right? But his fights are still entertaining
But
to
bro,
watch. Yeah?
everyone
Yeah. No, for sure.
that he's competed against is definitely on stuff.
Yeah,
It's-
yeah.
I'm not like, dude, in any sport, the top tier of the guys, they're definitely juicing. No matter what kind, the guys are juicing in the Olympics and they still get tested by water.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, come on, like guys.
Well, there's always that
All you're
gap,
doing is
right?
making better cheaters. You're not eliminating cheating. You're making better cheaters.
Exactly. There's always that gap, though. Like the doctors
This-
and the
this was
cheaters
one
are
of the
a
weird
little
ones.
bit ahead of
Yes.
water. And like the guys that get really like hardcore busted get busted years after their career's
Yes.
over.
Yes.
And then once like the technology of testing has caught up with the cheaters.
Like, do you think Anderson Silva only started juicing after he broke his
please,
leg?
dude. Please.
Guys,
That oak
Dude,
was
this
knocking
show-
oaks out, stepping backwards.
this one of those. Boop, good night. Like, come on. And like, he's not like a jacked body
No,
dude. And
dude.
he used to struggle to make weight.
Yeah.
He used
Dude,
to struggle
Cejudo,
to make
there's a
weight.
photo of him
I'm trying
from
to
the
find
start
it.
of camp to the like just before Wayne's. It's fucking ridiculous.
He's jacked.
I was
know
like,
which one you're talking
oh
about.
my god. We
They're
probably
telling me an Olympian gold medalist who only wants to win, doesn't go and say, okay, who's the best doctor in my area? Who's the best conditioning guy that knows all about?
Juicing so rife in wrestling, like they
Oh,
know
dude.
who to go to,
They know
when to
all
go
the
to
tricks,
them.
bro. They know all the tricks. They know all the tricks.
yeah, it should be.
GSP
closer,
was talking
raw.
about on Joe Rogan's podcast about how guys do it. You know, where
Yeah,
they say like, oh, they're going away for a trip
Look at,
and like,
Yeah.
look at this.
you know what I
dude.
mean? Like,
Look at this.
no, no, fuck.
This isn't. Come on, dude.
Dude,
Like,
it
obviously
looks
your-
like he's
obviously
got bigger.
Your
Yeah.
body's gonna change in a camp.
Yeah, he got
I
bigger.
can agree with that. But that is ridiculous, dude.
But how do you put
There's
on so
something
much muscle in a sport that
Bruh.
requires such a high level of output and your body's going into catabolic state almost every training session? How do you add weight? On
Also,
there?
I get smaller in camp.
yeah,
I gradually get. He definitely got bigger there.
yeah, 100%.
Like he got way more jacked.
What does he say?
12-week
What does the
evolution.
caption say? 12-week evolution.
Yeah.
That's not.
Yeah.
Scroll across. There's a couple
Maybe
extra
maybe
photos.
he was on the Herbalife, bro.
Oh, look at his trainer though.
Yeah, you see.
Oh, he's not yoked at all, dude. He's not yoked.
I wonder if
at
that
all.
guy's ever used steroids.
That guy's neck and trap are one muscle.
Dude.
It just goes from the bottom of his ears.
So like,
Strong jawline there as well.
like as much as we all want like a clean
that-
clean sport in all sports, it's like as long as guys can cheat, they fucking will cheat.
Yeah.
If
It
you're at the
seems-
top and you're earning millions and millions of dollars,
But people have to like realize that those guys are looking at it as career preservation, right? They want to earn that money for as long as they can,
Mhm.
so they go into it and they invest that money into it so that they can stay there at the top.
yeah.
I mean, if GSP, I'm not saying GSP was on steroids, but if you know, like when he got to the top and he started winning the title, like
Yeah.
obviously every title fight
started earning that money, boy.
triple the amount of money you were earning prior to the title.
Pay-per-views. He
Yeah,
still has
dude.
like some of the highest pay-per-views.
Yeah,
Talking about
exactly.
his last three victims, he calls Dillashaw Epo Shaw.
Epo Shaw. So like,
Nice.
so again,
Yes, dude. After posting that fucking photo, I think you should shut
but
it.
again, so
My
you guys
God,
think
bro.
you think Dillashaw was only on EPO,
No, that's
Oh,
what he got caught for.
but he only got called for EPO.
Have you seen his best mate Chad Mendes?
Yeah,
Like,
dude,
also
no.
bodied up something chronic.
Dude,
No,
they
Shani had the eczema cream thing.
no,
And
it
the
was for
game meat,
psoriasis.
game
Yeah,
meat,
yeah,
bro.
the psoriasis. Yeah,
Game meat.
It's elk.
I love how the Oaks are always like, game meat was a thing for so long. Oh yeah, dude, I went hunting. I tried this. I didn't know that this fucking antelope was eating Diana balls. I didn't know, bro.
Yeah, Alistair Overeem, the horse meat situation, bro.
But how crazy is that, right? Like game meat would be the one meat that doesn't have steroids in
Yeah,
it.
exactly. Bro, let me tell you something. There's some
I
serious
mean, my
stuff
boy
going
TJ's
down.
looking bodied up
Eh?
still.
In Sam
You saw there
Kellevi's
wasn't-
garage, my man.
Inside wasn't
Oaks
visiting
going
that
small
All
argument.
he's
and
gonna
come
do
out
is keep doing what he was
jacked.
doing. Just take out the E EPO.
Yeah.
But yeah, they
He
back
passed-
tested him for EPO anyway.
YOLO.
He busted
He passed over 40 tests.
Yeah. Obviously.
Prior to him getting bust, he was the second most tested athlete in the UFC.
So my next test will be number 20.
Did
How the
they visit you again? the other
Dude,
day?
they were at my house a week ago.
Did you
I'm
have
like,
a chat
you
with them?
motherfuckers haven't seen any change in my testing. You've tested me 20 times. Meanwhile, you got fucking so strain over there. Like, literally, look at that Oak.
Jesus, dude.
You know what I mean?
Jesus,
Like, okay.
dude.
But
He likes bodied
whatever.
up.
I always, yeah.
And I don't have, and just for the I don't have the money to afford doctors like that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Trust me, I don't.
Yeah, that garage, the boys come out thick out of that garage, eh?
Hey, bro, do you know, we went to their gym,
Yeah,
remember?
yeah.
They have like a full science lab there.
Sam still came and spoke to us and was like,
Dude.
guys, I got this program and
They do bloods every week. Like, come on, bro.
we got like a
Come
cryotherapy
on.
session.
Middleweight, here we come, boy.
Come on, dude.
We got like a little cryotherapy session.
It's like, how many gyms do you know that have like a science lab in it?
Yeah.
None.
Like, what is the purpose? What
I don't know
what are we
any.
doing? What are we doing here, guys?
I don't know any.
Just blood work, man.
Oh,
Just
dude.
blood work.
Come
Yeah,
on.
we've got to check your hormones are intact.
Dude.
Hormones are intact.
Hey.
Yes, but listen, just on a side note, TJ's team must be the biggest bunch of rondlopers I've ever seen in my entire life, right? Those oaks are everywhere. Like, they never stay with a single person, right?
Yeah.
I think they're doing that new trend where it's not like part of these mega camps, but rather training with select few
Yeah.
members. So like he trains with Juan Archuleta pretty consistently. It seems like his main training partner.
That's like
And have
at
you seen
his
how
gym
jacked
now.
one
Yeah.
Archuleta is now?
Yes, he's also bodied up.
He's in Bellator, bro.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
a Bellator
No, you
band.
saw
And
it there.
what's the youngster? What's his name?
They got a whole bunch of oaks. They got even
Aaron
that
Pico.
Aaron Peak.
even that Gregorian
Aaron
oak,
Pico Graham.
the guy that beat
Pico Graham.
Lance Palmer. That oak's also bodied up, dude. And they got some serious.
They
oaks in
all
that
have
camp.
one thing in common. They all train with Sam.
Pico
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
the Sam training lab. That's all I'm
Pictogram.
saying, you know? That's all I'm saying.
Cub Swanson's also bodied up, dude.
Oh, dude. Ridiculous.
Yeah, but
Ridiculous.
come on, give Cub a chance, bro. He's old. He's been beating the brakes out of people for a long time, bro.
I
He,
do. I
he
love Cub.
deserves
He's
it,
cool.
bro.
He's cool.
Cub deserves it.
He's cool. Just a nice guy. I lost a lot of respect for Khabib after Connor's loss, though. Like
Oh, that's
talking all that
bullshit,
mad
eh?
shit. Like,
Yeah.
come on, dude. You're the best. You don't have to fucking.
I want.
You know
like,
what
Piss
the
on a
worst
guy's
is? These
grave.
guys talk like that, but you talk like that, but you're not going to come back. So just be quiet.
my
Also-
thing is
Oh,
on that. There's two things. One, I'm not entirely sure he meant it the way it was taken out, because he wasn't saying, like, I think he was trying to kind of say, like, there was a group of guys that, and there was a style that you used that got you to the dance. You got to the dance, you lost, and then you changed everything. You know what I mean? Like, a part of me thinks that that's what he was more trying to say, but maybe not. And at the same time, we forget, bro, Connor went fucking hard at that oak, bro. His father, his family, his religion.
So
he went
I agree
hard,
with that
hard, hard,
100%.
hard.
But at the end of the day, he got in the
Yeah.
cage with him and fought him
Yeah.
after he did
Yeah,
all
yeah,
that,
for
and he
sure.
got fucked up,
Fair enough.
which is fine. Cool.
Fair
That's
enough.
your punishment. That's your punishment. You spoke shit. I got you, and I beat the shit out of you. Beat the brakes off your ass. Done. End of
Yeah.
story.
Now, there's
Now me not
many-
fighting, I'm the best.
Yeah.
I'm unbeaten. No one's fucked with me. Now you lose one fight against a good guy, the number 2 guy in the world, and it's like, oh fuck you, you shit. Like, dude, just be who you are. You're cool. You're a humble, nice guy. Like,
I
just
mean,
be that
so
guy.
many flavors in your choice to be salty, dude. Like, you could have come out
Exactly.
and just been like, well done, Dustin, and then everyone would have been like,
Exactly.
fucking, that's awesome.
He could
you
have
know?
just praised Dustin
Yeah.
instead of shitting on Connor, which is like,
Have you-
I lost a little bit of respect for me. And I actually gained a lot of respect for Connor on the way that he handled it, because he was like,
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that oak,
I got beat. I
that
got
oak
beat.
handles a loss impressively, eh?
And it's
He wears it on his sleeve, and he's just like,
you can't not like that, you know? You can't. Like,
Have
it's
you
just,
guys
yeah.
seen, ever looked at Umar's record?
yeah, it's great, bro.
Yeah, it's
13 and 0,
13
bro. He's
and 0, but
undefeated,
Have you seen,
dog.
have you seen those 13
2 and
fights?
this is
five.
what I'm saying, guys.
Two
What's
and
wrong
five,
with
This
one
is
and
what I'm
eight.
saying, guys.
What's wrong with it, bro? He's beaten good guys in Russia, dude.
This
What's
is
the
what I'm
problem?
saying.
They
Is
have
if
like
you've
a
got the right
50%
guy
win
who has the
rate.
right relationship
Yeah.
with the UFC or the right relationship with whatever promotion, you're gonna get the best fights for your style and you're gonna be 20-0, and you're gonna come into
But,
the
I
UFC, and they're gonna still pick the guys that they know that your style will beat. It's just the way it is.
People act so surprised, but it's been happening for
Boxing,
centuries in
dude.
boxing, right? Have you ever followed Tommy Fury, Tyson
Yes.
Fury's
Yeah,
brother?
yeah.
Just bring up Tommy Fury's box rec. He's fought like 1-14s and
Yeah.
2-10s, dude. Like, and you're like, okay,
What's the
you're 3-0
problem, dude?
because you fought literally oaks that are paid to lose, right?
Yeah.
It's
I mean, they did like so. I'm not
Look for a
saying
side
this
says
about
box rec.
Mike Tyson, but if you look at Mike Tyson's early days, he was a young guy, but he was fighting journeymen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's-
He was
but
sending them
that's-
to fucking Valhalla, but he was still fighting because that's what you do. You build a
Yeah, but that's
young man's
the
career.
boxing
You know,
way, though. as
build their
well. That is
career.
the boxing way.
But they're doing it in MMA too. Yeah.
you fought
No,
someone
different.
10 and 102. The one guy he fought was 10 and 102.
Listen, how do you get 102 losses? How is no one saying to you, listen, buddy?
After the 10th.
Yeah, like the 10. Like even
They're
giving the benefit
really-
of
When
the
you're
doubt.
10
at
and
50,
10. And
dude,
you're 10.
yeah,
Every
at
oak he
50
fought
losses,
was
we're
on-
like, listen,
on
Dude, I look
more than a
maybe this is
5-5
not
losing
for you.
streak.
I watched this. Laura was watching the show, my 1,000-pound life, and I was like,
Yeah.
"What in the fuck, dude?" When you
1,000
get
pounds.
to 300 pounds or 200 pounds,
How is
do
no
you
one
not?
intervening?
How do you not say, "I'm 5'4"? How am I 300
Dude, it's
pounds?
craziness, right? But I remember before I started MMA and that, like, I got into the scale and it was 99 and it almost hit 100. I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, dude.
Something needs to change quickly.
Now.
Yeah, right now
Now.
I need to change
Yeah,
something.
today.
Yeah.
Like it's the same as this. Like you've lost 6 in a row.
Call it a day.
Call it a day, bro. It's not for you.
But
Like,
maybe
yeah.
even benefit of the doubt at 45.
They
like,
will that. They
but I
will
mean,
this poor
10 and 102, 0 and
Jesus, that can't
26,
be
2
real.
and 26, and
102.
0 and
0 and
11.
26.
How does the commission allow him to fight?
I know.
That's what
How
I
Well, it's
was
because
someone
his
who's
brother's
0 and
Tyson
26
Fury, dude. When your brother's the biggest star in boxing.
So like this is what it is. So like when your
He looks mean.
when your
though,
cousin is fucking Khabib.
Habib, yeah.
Check it this Oaks
got
record.
a half-star rating.
10
Half star.
10 wins, 112 losses,
Can
and
they wheel
3
him
what?
in
3
on like
draws.
a-
Draws.
They wheel
How do you
him-
get 3 draws in boxing?
They wheel him
like-
in on a wheelchair and they're like, chop.
I'd love to see those 10 wins though.
I'd love to see a brain. I'd love to see this guy's brain scan, dude.
to him, bro.
Look how many TKOs. Oh, points, TKOs. Dude, this guy's brain must look like a fucking sieve, bro.
And look,
Oh.
and look at the guys he's fighting. They're all on like win
Points,
streaks, dude.
Those are long fights, dude. To have so many fights and lose, that means he got
Maybe they're
fucking
narrowly,
hammered.
maybe he's narrowly,
He beat
narrowly
it.
losing all 112.
That means you're taking lots of shots, bro. I'll tell you now.
Mm.
If you lose a close boxing match, you've been hit a fuckload.
Yeah.
I'll tell you now.
Hey, he went on a 2-fight tear.
Sure. Hey,
Oh, dude.
shame. I feel bad. Like I feel bad for guys like that because you know that they're fighting for money.
Yeah.
You know, it's
100%
like
fight
I
for
got
money,
nothing
dude.
else that I can do. I'm gonna go and fight and get a fucking hiding from someone
Although
for
there was
money.
Michiel Opperman.
I think he started 0-6 or 0-8. I remember
Did
going.
he really?
Yeah, bro. And
Bro,
then
we
he
used to
went on
fight
a
at.
tear.
You remember Fight Force?
Yeah.
So I fought at Fight Force, and like there was like a whole bunch of like older generation I used to fought at Fight Force. I just remember pitching at Fight Force. Michiel just getting fucking wrecked every card, dude.
Really?
Check
Sub.
this.
I didn't know that.
Sub.
Check it
Check
this.
the beginning of this guy's career, right? And I'm sure, like, this was back when things weren't so well documented, so there might be more.
Oh, there
wow.
were
And then
definitely
check it
extra
this
fights.
tear.
Yeah, and then he just started shredding guys.
Well, he learned how to grapple because he was just getting fucked up on the ground, dude.
Mm.
Like
They lost,
Then 3 in a row there.
and
He's
then this Yannick Bahati one. Just,
he should be clear pretty soon, I think. Actually,
I
eh?
think he is, eh?
What is he getting cleared from?
He was
4 years
served 4
suspension.
years
Really?
for the Bahati fight.
Oh, that's why it's a no contest
Yeah,
there.
Yeah.
I think he had a castle light in his hand when they were like, "Yeah, listen."
What did he get popped for?
So you know,
a serious one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. 4 years, dude.
Yeah,
4 years.
It wasn't like an asthma pump or
No,
something.
no,
It was
no.
like,
You know he was on suspension and he got
testosterone.
signed to
To
fight
Brave.
in Brave, dude. Brave didn't know about it. He flew all the way to Brazil and then someone from from one of the local promotions phoned Brave and said, "Hey, might want to check this." he's got a 4-year suspension.
Bro,
Oh,
I didn't
wow,
understand because I
dude.
saw him
was
sign
there.
for.
That's insane.
I saw them announce the fight, and I was like, "Oh, they obviously don't care."
That's insane.
And then it was
dude.
off, and I still messaged him, and I'm like, "Why is it off?" He's like, "Oh, you didn't know that he got popped." I'm like, "No, I knew you got popped, but
Wow.
I
how
thought
did
they didn't care
how did
about it. Yeah, they went
that's
to
me.
Brazil.
I was
I
like,
mean-
"Oh, they obviously don't care. Like, fuck, it's brave. They're going to
Wow,
Brazil.
dude.
They're cool with it."
That is crazy.
I think you might have passed it.
There he is,
bro.
Michiel Opperman. There.
Where?
They're down. There.
Max Mub.
Just just below. Oh, he's got 2. How come he has 2 on there?
Don't do this.
Oh,
Okay,
it's
I'm
the-
doing it.
it's
Don't do
the
this. So yeah, I made this.
What is that?
mistake
What is
and-
that?
Yeah, if you
I
Google
don't even
it,
know what that
usually-
is.
What does that
usually-
say? What does
no,
that
usually
word
if
even
you
mean?
Google it, it tells you
What
like
the street name
the
is.
street name
The
for it.
street name.
What
Also
is
known
that?
as-
Randrasterone.
It's this one, also known as all these numbers.
Oh wow. Yeah. Okay.
Ooh. Okay.
Nandrolone.
No,
Nandrolone.
that's gnarly. That sounds gnarly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, you don't get that at Discam.
No.
What I can tell you.
No.
Usually you get it in some like your supplement.
19.
In your supplement.
Oh, is it? Oh, wait. Is this not Psalms, bro? I think it could be Nandros. Maybe I don't know.
I've never fucking.
The website
that's-
where you go find out what it is also just numbers.
Don't take
It
us
is-
there, bro. Please.
Oh no.
It's
We're
going to
going
be
down this rabbit hole
hardcore.
again.
Yeah, here we are, bro. Back on the Sades website.
Have you ever seen what Max Merton was busted for?
This
No,
is
who's that?
amazing.
The German guy,
tank,
yeah.
bro.
So everyone's got like one words.
Check it
Oh
out.
my god! Oh, but you, bro. Oh my god! But you could look at that guy and be like, "Listen,
Definitely
something
not passing
fishy.
this sniff test.
Something's fishy
Hey.
over here."
This, I think Max Merton got on the plane thinking he was coming to a bodybuilding competition.
Dude,
And they were like,
body.
"Oh, you actually going to fight?" He's like, "Oh, maybe I should tell you guys now. I've been taking a few things. Like, what sort of things, Max? Fucking everything available."
And he
Yeah.
gassed within like the first 30 seconds, right?
Yeah.
With like 0% body fat and just muscle everywhere. And then Conrad was like, I just need the last 30 seconds and
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
done.
I just gotta move for like a minute and then I'm good.
Dude.
But this
What?
website's actually fantastic. Like you can come in here and download the whole document from all of these.
It's quite
Yeah.
insane though, bro.
Gives you
Like,
witness statement. It's
Shame
ridiculous.
on a poor old vessel master that got popped for concerto.
Oh,
for concerto.
yeah, it's
ADHD.
Switzerland basically.
yeah.
Bro.
That sucks.
Crazy.
Like the poor
Crazy.
dude probably just needs that to function every day. And now he's
Crazy,
served 6
bro.
months.
You know, it's like quite wild is that they'll allow you to use that stuff out of competition,
Competition, yeah.
but then in competition it's a problem. Like I understand it's a stimulant, but like
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
like
but-
surely that's
Yeah.
a negative.
The
'cause,
Oak's
like, your
dealing with
heart-
other issues. Like,
Yeah.
let him.
yeah,
give
like
him
if
a
he has
pass,
to,
dude.
if he has like a prescription and he has to chronically be on
Yeah.
that.
It's not
It's
like it's not
like-
like it's not
My
like
boy
TRT,
Marcel
right? Like
Teniers.
TRT is like it's so grey, you know.
Neutral.
Like
Yeah,
whereas like
Hey.
when this guy's got an actual condition,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a serious medical condition,
Hey.
like he
and
should
now
be
you're
allowed
gonna
to
put him
use
in the
it.
most stressful environment possible
Yeah.
and not allow him to have his medicine.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know, like that's a bit,
silly.
it's a bit rough.
Hey, that you see that Marcel Teniers, Glenn Butrell. He was on his way to like
He was
IBJJF.
H2O
They're
at
like,
the
dude,
weigh-ins
I
after
got
his
I got to
fight.
fight for you, dude. Bully.
Even at weigh-ins, we're like, you wow,
Yeah, I
boys,
didn't remember.
bodied.
I was like, you.
I was
He
just
is
rocking the
fucking
body.
bodied
And he
dude,
posted
like,
a photo of like him standing in front of a mirror before weigh-ins, and I was just like, oh, good lord.
No, yeah.
My
But
boy,
once again,
my
like-
boy's saucy, bro.
yeah, I did it. Like, just walk away from it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Done. Like, I'm not gonna fight it. Like,
Yeah.
Well, I think I think that was the end.
your
of it
your,
where he's
your
like,
punishment becomes harsher the more you fight it.
yeah.
If you just go and say, "Got me," whoops.
Well,
Guilty.
most of the guys barring South Africa, most of the guys that accept the punishment get 2 years, right?
Yeah.
But it's the guys that fight it and then get proven that they were cheating, they
And
get
it's
the
like,
4 year
oh,
ban.
so now you want to cheat some more?
Yeah, yeah. Fuck you.
Let's get you. Yeah, no, it's
Kudos to Marcel Teniers because he was properly bodied up, dude. That was a lot of hard work getting to that body, dude.
Yeah,
Dude,
he wasn't
bodied
messing
up,
around,
bro.
dude.
Jeez, who's this guy?
That's
Oh,
Elaine
Galani.
and Galani.
dude. You
endorsed
want
by
to
Rubro,
talk
bro.
about someone? You want to talk about someone that looks like a science experiment?
Shit, dude.
Do you know?
Did you see Rico Verhoeven this weekend?
Dude,
That dog was fucking bodied up,
he's
dude.
bodied up.
That
Bro.
dog's got all the steroids
But
in
I feel
him.
like Glory is like, yeah, cool.
They promote it definitely.
Like,
dude.
go
Yeah,
for it. You know, like
100%,
whatever.
bro.
It's all
Those
good.
heavyweights are ridiculous.
Do you know this guy hasn't been tested? I read like an article saying like he hasn't been tested in like 7 years.
Well, you don't need to test. You can see.
I mean,
yourself.
look at that.
Bro.
Look at that.
That oak, if you were in the crowd with that oak, you're gonna pop.
This
he-
guy came to the EFC, right?
Dude, he spun kicked this guy
Did
into
he?
fucking
Yeah, yeah.
shadow
I think
realm.
he fought Ruan Potts and then Ruan toe
Yeah, he's
him.
the Egyptian guy. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He's the hammer or something. Something
Yeah,
the
and
hammer.
Elaine fucked this oak up,
You got
dude.
spinning kicks, right?
Screen
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
shit,
yeah.
dude, for sure.
You got
Can-
Dorsey nasty.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Definitely got spun
Sound.
kick.
No, it's
No sound.
okay. Did you see Ngalani lose to our boy Rugrug this weekend?
Who?
Can leave the sound on. Ngalani lost this weekend
Who did he
to
fight?
Rugrug, that Senegalese.
I thought
wrestler.
Ruger was fighting
Oh,
Bushesha.
really? I also
Bro,
thought
so,
that. What
so,
happened?
So guy phoned me. He's like, "Isn't Rugrug supposed to be fighting Bushesha?" I'd heard that they had already fought, but they hadn't released it, which obviously wasn't correct. So for whatever reason,
Dorsey's.
you take a
he
shot from like
fought Elaine
that.
Ngalani, and now the
How
Bushesha
did he
fight
beat
is
him?
still coming.
Yeah,
Round
you
and
take a
pound.
shot.
Decision or
Round
like
and pound.
TKO?
Round and
Really?
pound,
I mean, that guy looks like
yeah. Bro, he got like
is strong.
the takedown looked so
At
sloppy
one.
to me, bro.
At one.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can
but
find
like,
it. Pull up, you'll see the finish. Go to 1FC on
Guys
Instagram.
will sitting here understand like that wrestling isn't like what we think of like wrestling,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
mat wrestling. You know, it's traditional wrestling. I mean, the guy's still a beast,
Yeah, no, he's an absolute savage,
but
dude.
like it's not Jordan Burroughs in there. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like,
Bushesh gonna choke this out cold.
yeah, of course, dude. And also like
Leg
even
lock,
for him
bro.
to take Bushesh down, it's gonna
Yeah.
be hard.
Yeah,
Bushesh
this is a
trains
chat.
with like wrestlers,
Yeah.
like wrestlers,
And Bushesh is known for having decent
and he's got
tactics.
good wrestling.
You take a shot from this guy, you go straight to Medi Clinic.
I mean, look at that. That is what BK would look like if
This
he was
is-
120
He's
kilos.
fighting Umar Khan.
Yeah, this is Umar Khan
That's
is
it,
Rug
Rug
Rug.
Rug,
That's
yeah.
the one. Yeah, it's the same dude. There he
Oh, is
is.
that the same guy?
Yeah, that's Rug Rug there.
Check out his pecs, bro.
Jesus, bro.
Oh my goodness.
Bro, what's crazy about that?
That's just genetics, though, bro.
yeah, that's the crazy part, bro.
Because you can see like the difference. Like he
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah,
look
yeah,
as
yeah.
hard.
Yeah,
as
he's not
Elaine.
chiseled as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he just looks like a fucking monster.
bro, like this was the funniest thing. Like how bro, like his hands are so sloppy. See, like how he enters into the takedowns. It's weird, bro.
Look at how much weight is behind that kick, dude. He
Yeah,
kicked him.
I don't want that thing touching me, dude. It's like getting kicked by an elephant. You're gonna fucking be proper
like-
sore.
It's like getting kicked by like a lightweight and then getting kicked by like a heavyweight. Like the lightweight might be a better kicker, but when that heavyweight kicks you, it's
Nah,
like
dude,
they're almost
like
like pushing
thump,
you
bro.
over, dude.
It
Like,
doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be skillful. It's just 60 kilograms of meat flying at you. You know, like
What's crazy is like you can see how even like a guy like Ngolani who's been around for a long time. He's nervous of the distance, but check how he panics when he closes this. Check how this hook throws his punches,
Oh
dude.
my God, I want to see this takedown.
So
man.
check, yeah, he's got underhook and it comes from here. Oh no, it's still happening, but it's the same setup.
It's all right.
Power, dude. All power.
I mean,
And
yeah,
this
that
is
was.
it. Check, he keeps the
You're
overhook.
not taking Bushesha down like that. I'll tell you now.
No way,
Can't he just release his left leg from here and get up?
Who?
He
Ngolani.
needs to hook
Yeah,
that
I
right
just don't
leg.
think
Check.
there.
There he tries. Yeah.
I just don't think he has like the actual like ground skills to do
There.
it.
Overhook, whizzer.
I think everything he's doing is like muscle.
Yeah.
Forcing
Wasn't
It's a lot harder.
who was Vitor Belfort?
Those are hard shots from there.
I mean, that's
Not
a big
sure.
man.
Vitor was supposed to fight
Elaine,
Elaine Ngolani.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what goes on there. The fights
Vitor
just
would
disappear.
fucking murder this, like, dude.
yeah.
That's
Especially
it's,
G-
it's TRT Vitor again.
Have you seen how jacked Vitor has
Yeah,
been
man.
looking?
Bro.
Holy shit, dude.
He went
His neck
TRT Vito's
grew.
my favorite fighters of all
Oh,
time.
dude,
Absolutely, dude.
like he's unbelievable.
Him
With
wheel
his- with his
kicking
cool shoes.
Luke Rockhold was one of my favorite things I've ever
TRT,
seen. in my life.
Vitor, and Horsemeat Overeem.
Oh,
Dude,
yes.
Ubering.
Overeem, bro. That's
There should be like a superhero.
Let's
division for these guys
let's
who just look.
before we jump out here, let's have a look at that card this weekend. Actually, dude. Now we mentioned old Uberim.
he's fighting Volkov, eh?
That's
Yeah.
a tough fight for him.
Very
dude.
tough fight.
Ooh.
Especially 'cause he's a
My
bit
boy
chunny.
Volkov got very tattooed up in the lockdown, eh?
Bro, I was watching
Straight
I was
Yakuza, bro.
watching yeah, straight
Straight
Russian
Yakuza,
Yakuza,
dude.
my man. Gangster. I was watching his fight, which we actually watched. The
Yes, we
Khabib
did.
card,
Yeah.
with that front kick to
Very
Walt
nice.
Harris's fucking
Yeah.
sternum, dude. I watched that last night. My God,
I just
I
don't know,
actually-
like, Overeem can't take a shot anymore,
Yeah,
dude.
dude.
And, like, that's, like, the wrong guy to fight, I think.
Volkov's a beast, bro.
But Overeem's been on a tear. I didn't realize he's actually been on like a decent tear
has
lately,
been.
dude.
It's his last run, you know?
What?
Yeah.
7 and
Again.
18.
Yo, he's 40 years old. That's crazy.
You have to feel sorry for Walt Harris, though, right?
Mm.
That oak's
Dude.
lost his stepdaughter
Shame,
and it's just
bro.
been losing left, right, and center, right?
But he was doing, like, really well when he first came in, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't he the Aspen Pump guy?
No. That's Greg Hardy.
Greg Hardy. Dude, that, like, you always get these super athletic guys that come in and they just, like, murk guys until they fight, like,
Yeah.
a fighter. Like,
Who's he? Oh, he lost to my
Lost
boy.
to Rosenstruck.
Remember, he was dominating, bro, and he got caught in like the last 5
Yeah.
seconds.
didn't he get his, like,
And he got
shot
his-
cut his
split?
whole face off.
Split open badly.
Almost
bro.
punched his whole face right off.
Yeah, I see it's like two lost.
So Walt Harris and that Brazilian dude who was supposed to be the
He does the
beast.
best against grapplers
Yeah.
because he's
Dude,
got
I
that
think
anti-grappling style. you know?
Volkov is a horrible.
I think he
fighter.
won an ADCC qualifier as a grappler.
I mean, he can grapple, bro,
Yeah.
but it's just when he goes up against other strikers because of that chin,
Yeah.
it's just not the.
Because he beat
Corey
Verdum, right?
Sandhagen- Corey Sandhagen, Frankie Edgar's a nice
I got
guy,
Frankie
man.
Edgar on that one.
Yeah.
I know everyone like is backing Corey, but I think Frankie's going to be on that.
No, I think
Frankie loves
Frank
that
is the
kind of
right
fight,
style for
dude.
Corey.
Yeah, he's going to be WrestleFuck City.
Yeah.
I think what Oaks don't realize is Corey Sandhagen's reach is so long for his size, and they kind of get caught out by that. But Frankie,
Dude, Frankie's
seasoned
so hard to
vet,
beat,
dude.
bro. There's only a few guys that can beat Frankie.
And at bantamweight, I mean, the guy's
But
finally
he-
coming down to a size that's more
He was
realistic.
the
Yeah.
lightweight champion, right? Now he's
Crazy,
at
bro.
bantamweight. It is
Crazy.
unbelievable.
Dude, but he's like, it's like one of those, it's like Martin, for example, moving
Mm.
to lightweight, like his whole career started again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's the same for Frankie. Like, you're like, oh, Frankie's getting a bit on now, but you're like, not really.
I mean, he's
You know what I
fighting
mean?
in
Like,
his division.
Yeah, dude.
How is Jose Aldo only 29 years old? Or is
No,
that
he's
young?
32.
32, sorry,
Yeah, he's like
32.
32,
32.
That's still a young dude for the career
Yeah,
he's
it's
had.
young.
Dude, what?
34.
34, but I mean, like,
Okay, still.
he's at
Yeah.
36 fights.
Check it, the Sox record.
Just.
Check
See
out
what
that
I-
shit, dude.
The latter part of his career definitely slowed down.
I think
man.
bantamweight's a good weight for him, though.
You got
You
to
know
Looks
what I
really
love
good.
He
about
has to be in the mix for like one of the greatest featherweights of all time.
Oh, yeah,
Definitely,
without a
dude.
doubt, dude.
Like, unfortunately, he got knocked out by Conor so fast, but I think that was
I
like,
love that.
So, like, you can't even have Conor as one of the greatest featherweights of all time because he
wasn't there
didn't
long
defend
enough.
it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
He only won the
Always.
title and then pissed off.
But it's crazy though. He was like 7-0 as a featherweight,
Yeah.
And then
he
moved
made it-
up.
And he
This
moved
is-
up, and then like it's been like mixed.
My
mixed results.
record's better than his at lightweight.
Yeah.
Dude, I was
I'm not getting paid millions.
someone was messaging me, they're like, oh, I can't believe Conor can't check a leg kick. And I'm like, dude, like, it's not that
It's
simple.
different, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot more things involved there.
Also,
They're like, oh, yeah, but the funny thing about Conor is that fans get dulled into this conclusion that he's the greatest ever to do it. You know what I mean? And he's actually, like, he's a
not at all.
great striker. He is definitely a great
He's the
striker.
greatest
but
entertainer.
he's
though.
yeah, he's not even like,
best hyper.
you
best
wouldn't
marketer.
even put him in like your top 10 best of all
No,
time.
no,
You
no,
know what I
no.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
that's what people, like, most people don't actually understand.
He's like a prolific figure.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
like
Yeah.
he's like one of those guys that you'll always remember
Sure.
and he'll always be there. But he's in terms of like skill for skill, he's
And
just not
he
there.
like pioneers elements of the sport that
Yeah.
people don't really do. So like he did the double champ thing. He did the first $1 million paydays. You know, like he did like
Yeah.
all those types of things. But he's never going to be like.
he's
like
prolific, but
yeah.
he's not like the greatest skilled fighter.
Alrighty, lads, we've burnt the time. Donny Madge, thank you for coming through, dude.
Thank you.
All the best for the
thanks
rest
for
of
popping
it.
that cherry in the new.
Yeah, thanks for popping our cherry. Yeah, shout out to Rob Radio, new home. We'll catch you soon. We're out.